Yes, a lot of collations ago.
Now that we've got Alan seated, I ask you to please rise. Pledge of allegiance, and please want to make some introductions. Matt Silverman, where are you? Why don't you introduce some of our guests?
Okay, I'd like to introduce some members of the council. Please stand so we can recognize you. Even if you don't recognize you, it's okay. Your case Bob. Erwin Grill, our Grand Outer Guard. You recognize him?
Something appropriate to present to you tonight. So a few months ago, we had a meeting of the officers of Yorktown Lodge, and they decided I should go out and look at my sources of Pythian stuff. Okay, I put out my eBay hearing aids, and I heard a rumor circulating that in Pythian antiquity, that a huge find had been uncovered in Rhodes in Greece. Now, I'm sure Roger and all the members of the Grand Council are aware of what that means.
No, David, we are not aware of this.
Holy cow. What a bunch of deadpan stares. You guys all look like Bambi in the headlights of a car. So Roger, I guess I better explain. As you should know, the first Pythian Lodge was not in Washington, D.C.
So where was it?
Glad you asked. It was in Rhodes, Greece. And the first Grand Chancellor was not Justice Rathbone.
So who was it?
Did you see a number? There's no number there.
We need a little remedial card over here.
Fire him.
There's another
I'm
line.
gonna get you right.
Fire him.
No. Who was it? It was Stifilippolis. It was Stifilippolis of Rhodes.
Really?
Now we have a picture of him.
It's upside down.
Yes,
Yes, Roger. Stifilippolis of Rhodes was bigger than life.
How big was it?
I didn't see the fork. Walking around.
Give me a chance.
Guys, just trying to figure it out.
Oh, what did you guys say?
How big was it?
He was so big. He was so big that when he stood in the harbor of Rhodes, he stretched from shore to shore. Now, Roger, you may not remember the name Stifilippolis, but you'll probably remember his nickname, the Colossus of Rhodes. Now, you may be thinking, how was that?
Let me finish the goddamn.
I didn't say anything. Don't watch that man. Ignore the man behind the curtain. No, David, we were not aware of this. Ignore the man behind the curtain.
Well, the Pythian Antiquity Group found an ancient photograph of Stifilippolis.
Where is it?
Standing in the harbor of Rhodes, and lo and behold, if you look closely, you'll find that he's wearing a past Grand Chancellor.
Yeah, there it is. It's there. You can see it.
Whoa.
Roger, I had to get it for you.
The pin.
Yeah. But getting the jewel off the statue was a great challenge, even for me. The problem is that we're a small lodge, and we don't have much of a budget to hire the necessary talent to go get it. So we had to make do with what we had.
So David, what did we do?
Well, where do you find, this is a question, where do you find the best, if not the sleaziest contacts in the Greek world?
Yorktown Lodge.
You're close.
Greek diners. Of course. And who do we know that knows Greek diners?
Where's Gate Mr. Gate?
That's right.
That's right.
Yes.
You've done this.
Yes.
Oh.
Yes, you guessed it.
Yes.
It was Gabalopolis Freshwater.
Oh,
Oh, wait. We have to do this.
Gabalopolis? And yes, Roger, the team got the jewel. They climbed the statue, removed the jewel, smuggled it out of Greece, ran it across the Balkans, carried it through Europe, sailed the Atlantic in a single-masted dinghy to bring it to the U.S. And you can guess that was not a well-funded operation. And Interpol has been looking for the jewel ever since that in every diner in New Jersey. But Roger, we have the jewel safe and close to us.
At Grand Lodge.
We've been hiding it in the basement of Beth Am for 2 months. Roger, I want to introduce to you the Greek smuggling team that brought the jewel back for us. They're here tonight.
Greek smugglers.
I want to introduce Don, I'm a Thiefius Thorn, Mel, Pickpocketus Burger, and Stu, Do It Laterist Glass. Actually, we were supposed to have music at this point, but we don't have a clue what to play. Don?
The great and wondrous thieves have brought the jewel all the way from Rhodes for you.
Thank you, but how in the world did you ever get the badge off the giant statue of Colossus?
Mel stood on the shoulders of Howard, and I stood on the shoulders of Stu, and Stu stood on the shoulders of me, and we climbed higher and higher on the statue to get to the jewel. There we saw it, sitting on the head of Stifilippidus, no other than the famous winged devil himself, Charles Peculus. We were viciously attacked by the ugly bald bird, trying to protect the statue. Later on, we found out that the bald eagle served as the chief deputy to...
Wait a minute, but I got the sucker. Fortunately, I still had some large collations left in my bag and threw a Pythian bagel, loaded with cream cheese, right at him. I had carried the bagel from my large collation. It was harder than a rock. He never saw it coming, and I got that sucker.
And I then climbed the statue and claimed the jewel.
I hold this chicken. I claim the eagle. Dinner for everybody. Collation tonight.
We then worked our way across Greece and through Europe, hotly pursued by Interpol. Supreme Chancellor Dan Cowan and some freaky Pythian from Indiana, who was trying to steal the jewel from us. For 3 months, we worked our way across the world, only to wind up in the basement of Beth Am for the last month. But here we are, and here's the jewel.
And here we have the eagle.
Don, Mel, Stu, we owe you a debt of gratitude for getting the jewel for us. Thanks, and now find a seat.
Is that the best you can do?
Well, yeah, I guess so.
Is that the best, the very best?
Well, Grand Chancellor.
I want to see the previous climb on top of each other.
No, you don't.
I knew you were queer.
Flying bagel comes. Yeah, give him the bird. Now, wait a second.
The bird.
Can we use? Give Roger the bird.
Mel,
Wait,
would you escort Chief Philippus up here?
David, can we borrow that and use it as next year's shield?
Yeah.
Hey, Mel's busy taking pictures.
Make him red.
Grab Charlie.
Sort of.
I was going to take
Can I have a date?
You're not my type.
You got more ahead of me.
That's not saying much.
So you can continue to guard the Grand Chancellor.
You guys don't know how to hammer it up. This is great.
That goes with the eggs.
I want to let you know.
We can't see it.
Don't make fun of my bald wig. I'm passing the hat around for a donation for the humanitarian fund.
All right, you've had your moment in the sun. Sit down.